Hey everyone, RGUK are back for a brand new video, and in this video it's going to be another purging video because Michelle's been going through her PS4 games, getting rid of the ones that she's never going to play again or the ones that she's not interested in. The Xbox One games I think she went through as well. I've been going through the 4Ks, which are just behind me. I've been watching quite a few movies. I'm currently on C at the moment. It won't take me long to get through the 4Ks because 80% of the movies I've actually watched before. And we've got quite some comic words artists, so I'm so tired and it's early and I'm hungry and everything. And the sun is out, which is good, so it's going to be a good day today. We've got some expensive stuff in the bag as well. So I'm hoping that they're going to take everything. I've also got a special edition box set as well. Spoiler alert. So yeah, I've no idea how much we're going to get today. I've done the screenshots, but I haven't added anything up. So what will be, will be. But before we get into the video, if you're brand new here on our channel and you love physical media and video games, much as we do, then want to hit that like button, consider subscribing. But most importantly, don't forget about the notification bell so if there's anything in the future. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into it. So yeah, as I said in the intro, we've got a lot of stuff to trade in this week, a big massive bag full. Hopefully we're going to get some good vouchers. They should take everything. So first thing we're getting rid of, this is a steelbook by the way, this is Shadow of War. This is on the PS4. Can't remember how much you get for this, but get rid of that. Most of these are PS4 games. Putty Squad, getting rid of this because Michelle's got it on the Switch. So she said that she doesn't want it on the PS4 as well. Tried to cut down on the double dipping. Got Raging Loop. This comes in a very nice box as well, nice cardboard box. I think, oh shit, I think we actually got this from Game when we first originally bought this. But Michelle says she's never going to play this, so we thought we'd get rid of that. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle on the PS4. This comes in a nice box as well. We're never going to play this game, so we thought we'd get rid of that as well. Got Doom on the Xbox One. Getting rid of this because I think we've got this on the PS4. So we're getting rid of the Xbox One version. We've got Elix, or Elix. We only paid £3 I think from Game at the time. Getting rid of this because I think we've got it on the Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, or on the PS5, one of them. But that's the reason for that. Getting rid of Resident Evil Biohazard. This is a PS4 steelbook, as you can see. This is actually PlayStation VR compatible as well. That's how much we paid at the time, but we're getting rid of that because we're never going to play it, let's be honest. So getting rid of that as well. We got Monkey King Hero is back. I actually remember when we bought this game. We bought this from Game in the sale. Can't remember how much we played. We paid for this, but Michelle did play this game and she wasn't a big fan. So we're getting rid of that. Next up is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. Michelle's not really a big fan of this game, so we're getting rid of that. This is actually an online game as well. I think that's how much we paid, £3 from Castion or Cash Converters, one of them. But that's the reason behind that one. And as you can see as well, a few sneaky 4Ks in there. Generation Zero on the PS4, we paid £4 for this when it was the game sale. Michelle's not a big fan of this game either, so we thought we'd get rid of that. We made a huge dent in our PS5 games as well. Next up is Metal Gear Survive, should I say, on the PS4. Michelle's not really a big fan of the Metal Gear games, So she thought she'd get rid of that one, save some space on the shelf and make a juicy voucher. We got Star Wars Squadrons on the PS4. Yeah, she's got this on the Xbox One. That's why she's getting rid of the PS4 version. She'd rather have it on Xbox One. Next up is Dissidia Final Fantasy, if I'm saying that right. This is actually a Steelbook edition as well. Can't remember how much we paid for this, but Michelle's not really a big Final Fantasy games. I think most of these games we bought in like a sale when we was trying to get like the collection up and stuff. But now we've got a decent sized collection. Spoiler alert. Next up is Killzone Shadowfall. This is a steelbook as well, as you can see. It's not in the best condition. That's how I actually bought this from CX way back in the day. But Michelle's not a big fan. Not a big fan. Next up, we got PS4, The Surge 2, paid $2.99. Michelle played this game and she wasn't the biggest fan. Michelle's more the gamer than me. I'm more the movie person. So when you see games in the bags, it's Michelle's. When you see movies, it's mine. We got Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. This is a steelbook, as you can see by the shape of it. Comes out like that. It's actually a really nice steelbook. But Michelle's not a big fan of the game, so she's getting rid of that. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition. You don't get much for this game anymore. I'm hoping that they take this game because, as you can see there, it says not to be sold separately, but we did actually buy this from CX. So I'm hoping that they're going to take it back. Okay, a couple of movies. Got John Wick. Can't get my words out. John Wick 3. You're probably wondering why we're getting rid of John Wick. John Wick is such a good movie. I agree with you. It is a good movie. The reason why we're getting rid of this and this, chapters 1 and 2, the reason why we're getting rid of 1, 2 and 3 is because we want to upgrade to the 4K box set. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I've watched 1 to 3. Never seen the new one. So I'm looking forward to watching that when I do pick up the 4K box set. So that is the reason why we are getting rid of John Wick 1 to 3. Next up on 4K, we got Baby Driver. My wrist just clicked then. I actually watched this movie last night. And to be honest with you, I did not like it. Did not like this movie whatsoever. It was not my cup of tea. It was so dumb. But yeah. And it was from Edgar Wright as well, which I do actually like his movies, but this one wasn't a big fan. Next up, we got Corruption. This is actually an old movie. I think this is from like 1967 or 1968. Limited edition box set. This stars Peter Cushing, the Hammer horror legend. This movie was good, but for me, it was a one-time watch. And I think I get £10 voucher or something like that for this. So yeah, trade that in, free up some space. Next up on the premium collection, I've got Ghost. The reason why I'm getting rid of this, obviously, if you've seen the last video where I picked up the 4K of Ghost, so that's why I've got no need for the premium collection anymore. Because I am so happy with Ghost that I picked up, which is actually up there. I haven't put it away yet, but it's up there, so that's why I'm getting rid of that. A few more games there. We got Deus Ex Mankind Divided Day 1 Edition. Michelle's not a big fan of this game. It's just a one-player game. It's not an online game whatsoever. I think this is an action game or something like that. No idea. I've never played it, but Michelle says she doesn't want it. Next up on PS4, we've got SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. The reason why Michelle is getting rid of this, I know you're all saying she's getting rid of SpongeBob. Is she crazy? I thought she liked SpongeBob. Well, she's getting rid of this because she's got it on the Switch. And she's trying her hardest not to double dip anymore. It's actually an online game, believe it or not. But yeah, that's why she's getting rid of that. She's got it on the Switch. Next up, Fallout 4. I don't think you get much for this anymore. But yeah, Michelle's not a big fan of this game. Michelle's not a big fan of this game, so she thought she'd get rid of Fallout 4. Next up, we've got Left Alive. As you can see, we actually bought this from CX. Paid £5. I don't know how much it is now, but you'll be seeing on the screenshot, I'm sure. But Michelle She didn't like this game one bit. Next up, we have The Outer Worlds. Paid, I can't remember how much paid, but we got that from the charity shop. I think we either shown it in the video or we done a community post or something. And Michelle said that it's not her type of game. She just picked it up because it was there and it was cheap at the time. And she wanted to see if it was any good, but no. She was not a fan. Look at the stack already. It's getting high. It's getting high, people. Next up, we've got Mad Max PlayStation Hits. Another game that Michelle didn't enjoy. She said that eventually she wants to watch the Mad Max movies, and if she likes them, she's going to get them on 4K. Me, I'm not the biggest fan of Mad Max. I don't even like the games. I just don't like anything about Mad Max. I just find it boring and just not my cup of tea, but Michelle's getting rid of that because she's not a fan. Not a fan of the game. Tom Clancy, The Division, we bought that from the charity shop as well. Probably like £1 or £2 for £1 or something like that. So Michelle's getting rid of that. I think she's got that on the Xbox or something. Can't remember, but she's got it somewhere else. That's why she's getting rid of that. Last two games we got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. This is an online game. Gives me like Call of Duty vibes. But yeah, Michelle's getting rid of that out of the collection. Last but not least, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This is one with the 3 games. So you've got Crash Bandicoot, Crash 2 and Crash Warped. Michelle's getting rid of this because, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's got it on Xbox One, I want to say, or the Switch. She's got it somewhere else. But yeah, that's why she's getting rid of that. Bags are empty. That's our little stack. So let's head down to CX. Might do the usual charity shop runs, see what it's about, and see how much we can get.
So, my little story to tell you. I did have a pickup, but I don't now, unfortunately, so I'll tell you why. So, obviously these was trading in the stuff, as you see from the clips I was looking at the video games, a few Blu-rays. And I didn't take some stuff. So, they didn't take Fallout because supposedly it's not on their system no more, even though it is. So this, they said they can't take it because it's not on the system, eh? Doom, they said it's missing something. Was it missing something?
No, it said there was a little scratch on the disc.
Let's have a look. There's not one scratch on this disc, and I bought this from CX about a week ago. and I played it, and then I realised I had it on PS4, so I'm not taking that in the same fucking store. Pokemon free because I'm not taking kids stuff in there. You got a pink head just there, wifey. And then Scary Movie Trilogy. He said this one is scratched. Let's have a look. Can you see the scratches?
No. Other than that little tiny one that you can barely see.
Yeah, so little tiny baby scratch, but we're going to keep that. We're going to dumpster them for another disc. We'll just try and trade it in again next time. And then...
we'll just keep taking it.
Okay, so I went to get a game. Lisa was at the counter, and I said to Lisa, a couple of 360 games I wanted. They only had one that I wanted, 2 copies. So he gave it me, and I thought, I'll check the disc, because every time I buy a 360 game, it always scratched. So I got the disc. Lisa paid whichever, and while he was doing the receipt, I checked the disc. It was scratched. I'm going to say deep scratches. So I knew there was another copy. I said to him, can you disc clean this, or could you swap it with the other copy? So he got it out and he goes, well, I don't see anything wrong with it, didn't he? And then he showed me the 2 discs, and then he showed the man next to him, and the man was like, we're going to have to chuck that disc away. So the one he tried to give me, and he tried to cut me off with the thing, and then he was huffing and puffing me, because I didn't want Mummy being deep scratch. It wasn't like it was a little scratch, it was a deep scratch. And you know what the data disc is? Right, so he tried to fuck me over with a scratch disc. So it's one rule for them. So they won't take something with a tiny scratch on, but they're happy to give someone something that looks like it's been on the floor as a hockey disc. Or air hockey.
It looked like someone put the disc on the floor and just skidded across it. That's what it looked like.
And then the account got flagged, didn't it, Lisa? Supposedly he was going to take off a discount, and he had to ask the man next to him, because he traded in all that. We got a £128 voucher for it. The most expensive item.
Plus £4 on top of that. I got that
£128.
Yeah, I got a £4 voucher from that game as well. Yeah, an extra £4.
Yeah, so 124 and it's 128. Yeah. Don't confuse me, Lisa. I'm easily confused. Yeah. So after we returned it, we got a £128 voucher. As you can see, Wolves had this on there. And he asked the man, and the man said as long as there's no doubles, they don't need to take off a percentage. So basically, when we traded Starbridge before, there was no doubles. Starbridge fucked us over. So, unfortunately, no pickups. They had Madagascar on the website, not there. They had Wheelman, it wasn't there. Mafia was on the website, it wasn't there. I had a list of games I wanted to get.
We was going to get the John Wick box set. They actually had 1 to 4 and 4K. But we're going to wait until it goes down in price, because not so long ago, that was like £37.
And it's 42, and it's only 45 on eBay, brand new. And I said he said that was brand new on eBay.
Also, what I'm confused about is, the last time we traded in, the man was like, oh, we're not taking more than 20 items. But today, we had more than 20 items, and that geezer didn't say anything.
And I'm not taking any kids stuff, but he took the Super Mario.
So why is it one rule for that worker and another for the rest of the workers?
Actually, you didn't know if he showed the Super Mario, did you? Because I got at the back. We picked up a Super Mario in the Neaton store for £10. It's definitely on here. And we got £7 voucher. So if you want to know what Mario is, go and check out the other video. I think it's Super Mario Show, the green cover. So comment down below, do you have that? Do you think there's no consistency between the stores? Not saying all stores are bad, there's some good stores and some really bad stores.
See, it has their good points and bad points.
Yeah, we was in there. Did you see what happened, Lisa? I don't know if you was listening. A man was behind Lisa. He was just about to trade in a PS5 and an iPhone. Now, the man next to Lisa was already getting served. They declined his PS4 supposedly because there was no charger needed with a PS4 controller. But it's weird because they didn't take out the price. And the man was like to the dude behind us, like, are you trading it in? He was like, yeah, I'm after the voucher price. He goes, well, I'll give you more than the voucher price. He gave him 50 quid more than the voucher price. He said, well, I might as buy it off you, save paying my 500 quid off these lot. I was like, woo. So that's everything.
That's our little story. That's what happened today.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And most importantly, don't hit that notification bell to get all latest updates. And I've got a banging headache, for in case anyone wants to know. I dropped the guinea pig lid on my And if anyone says about Lisa's breathing, I don't know if you stated it at the beginning. No, she has got a new inhaler off the doctor, so if anyone starts bitching like they normally do.
Oh, can't you breathe, you fat fuck? Like, I've heard that all before, but I've got asthma, God. Get over it.
Yeah, she's been a new inhaler, so...
Get over it.
Yeah, she'll take deep breaths. Yeah, so stay safe.
And keep hunting.